Like he says, like I'm making fun of Jews and someone's like defending Jews. And this Jew says, bro, I'm Jewish and you can't even imagine. You would be gobsmacked by the people talking all at once about who screwed over someone the most, fighting over who is the champion of cheating. I'm not kidding. I grew up in that shit. Nasally crooks all yelling chutzpah at the same time. Time.
I cannot believe he's saying that with a straight face. He is the biggest cheat. He is what he claims everyone else is. He's such a mongoloid.
Some blacks are like posting white pedo convictions and they're like, oh, well, this is you people. Apologize for this. I'm like, nope.
What with the head wobble, dude?
It was really, really hard on Andrew Tate because he was promoting things that are immoral. He's proud of them, right? And so I'm always looking for people to change. I would hand to God, I know some of you guys might not believe me, but if the cameraman or rim job or some of the people I've had beefs with in the past, if they changed and got their humor back and like humbled themselves and
be humble before the Lord, be humble before me. I am the Lord. What a loser. What a mouth-breathing moron.
And lived a good life and got a good job, I would be very happy for them. I would never work with them again. I would never welcome them into my life. But on a spiritual level, I would be like pumped. Because I imagine hell to be a place where no one has a sense of humor.
A bit like your streams then. The lack of self-awareness is absolutely outstanding.
Like there is no humor. There is no laughter. There is no acknowledgement of reality. It's just this like stabbing, arguing hypocrisy all the time. I doubt Rimjob has genuinely smiled in months. Yeah, and if you look back when I was saying what was going to happen to him, it all happened. You know, I was like,
what the fuck are you talking about? I actually watched some streams and it made me laugh. He's actually progressing. He's trying new ideas. You seem stagnant and very unfunny and boring.
This is bad for him. Like his life's going to go really south. Like remember when Rimjob used to have a good sense of humor? He was the one who told me he would make fun of his wife for being Asian and talk about how they had slaves in Singapore. It's on video. Like we would do streams together and he'd make fun of his wife's family. Like, oh, I have slave in closet. Oh, and we'd laugh. And then I'd make fun of my dad or I'd make fun of, you know, my life. And we'd make fun of how I'm just a big dumb giant or something. It's like, you have a sense of humor. The things that they pretended that I was so out of line about and how dare you, he used to laugh at. And then he changed like bang and became this like Christian zealot freak. Yeah, there you go. Owen Benjamin, how this always ends. Yeah. And so I've seen this a lot in my life where you see someone that has no self-perception, can't say they're wrong, can't say they're sorry. And it's just like their life gets so bad. It's just like crazy. And so when you see somebody that stops promoting usury, that stops promoting hustling, that stops promoting pornography, I'll show you. It's going to blow your mind. Hang on one second. Millennium Falcon. And again, I don't even know if this is intentional. Hang on. Because you just don't even think about it. Like you wouldn't even think that someone would do that. Let me see the perfect visual for it. And once you see it, I've done whole streams on it. Just kind of running and gunning here. But if you look at the Millennium Falcon, it is the uterus and the female genitalia, okay? Like it doesn't make any sense why they would be inside a spaceship that looks like this. This makes no sense. All right, one second here. Boom. Okay, that's the female reproduction. That's upside down. That's the labia and the womb. Like that's clearly the biological diagram of a woman's reproduction. All right, and then you have Darth Vader. and his head is a circumcised penis. Oh, you're just seeing things. You're secretly. It's a fact. Hang on. Darth Vader helmet. Like, if you look, that's why Spaceballs parodied it as that. All right.
Seriously though, look how happy this motherfucker. How happy he is. Look at his face. He's like, oh yeah. Oh.
So here is so that's the good guy, and then here's the bad guy. The bad guy is a black phallus penis. And that is intentional. Like when they're, in my opinion, it's intentional. So you have a phallic black cock is the bad guy, and the good guy is a white female reproductive system. Mark 16:18, they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. Yeah, I mean, it's all God's plan anyway, and I know that for good-hearted atheists, which we have many listening right now, you might think that sounds a little naive, and I understand that. Like, I understand how there's no way to prove that materially, but I do believe that, and I know that obstacles are beatable, and that this life is all about having good stories and being a good person, but it's not the end in my humble opinion. Toronto Jew Bear said, yeah, that's all good. Let's keep being funny. Oh, and by the way, don't forget that I now have a sponsor, and thanks for all this. Oh, Codsworth, do we have any super chats? And please, if you want to support the stream during our time of no income, P.O. Box 490, Sandpoint, Idaho 83864, or entropystream.live/app/Owen Benjamin Comedy. I talked to Vox today. Things are looking good. He's got a plan. You know, we have basic time frames, and I feel confident about it. So, but it's still, it's still a little stressful. It turns out I'm not a gay. I made a butt maker bear here from the Kingdom of Essex, England. Love what you and your community are building. Very inspiring. Starting our own vegetable garden now. No peacocks. And then I got a subscription on Odyssey. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think things are doing good. I mean, it's so over the top, the attempted demoralization. It's like Californian liberals. They're like, oh, look at Idaho, it's paradise. And then they come and then they bring with them their way of life that destroyed arguably the most beautiful state in the country. But if you live immorally, you make everywhere hell. You make everywhere hell. That's just a fact. Sanford, because they can dehumanize you, call you names, tell you you're stupid, try and get you exiled, try and get everyone to not talk to you, try and make it seem like you're mentally ill. And so your reaction is going to be like, I want to make you feel like that because you don't see what I see. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be a Sean Strickland of the mind where I just see someone who's weak and I just start pounding on them because they don't hurt me now. If they hurt me, like if they were actually taking something from me, I would be more angry, but I'm not. They don't take shit. I just want to get my fucking payment processor back up. Like every bad guy's a dwarf. Like every single one is a little shitty dwarf. And so the dwarves kill this poet and they drain his blood and it becomes magic mead. So if anybody drinks of the mead, they get the gift of words.